In the previous video, we covered offers. So let's fast forward to the point where you've accepted one. The conditions have been fulfilled, the sold sign is up, and you're now in that period between your firm deal and closing day. So what now? Well, you'll want to start packing for sure, but that's kind of an obvious one. If you haven't done so yet, you will need to hire a lawyer. House sale transactions happen between two lawyers, one representing the buyers, one representing the sellers. Each of their jobs is to make sure their clients are protected, that everything is current, and adjustments that need to be made are made. And when I say adjustments, I mean expenses that are tied to the property. The best example is probably property taxes. If you've already paid them for the year ahead, the buyers will need to reimburse you for the portion from the date they take possession of the house, closing day, until the end of the year. You could also see adjustments for heating oil, propane, cords of wood, and things of that nature. They also take care of the transfer of funds and will be the ones to give you the check when it's all said and done. You should complete any jobs that you've agreed to as part of the offer as soon as possible. Let's say you have a mini split in your home, and during the inspection, the inspector took note that the unit was quite dirty and should be cleaned. Maybe it was one of those things that you meant to do, like I mentioned in a previous video, but just never got to. So you agree that it will be cleaned for the new owners. As a seller, this should be high priority since it's now part of the official contract. By ensuring you do what you've agreed to do on time, you can avoid delays or disputes at closing. If you plan on using professional movers, I recommend calling them as soon as possible, or sooner rather than later, even if you have an extended period before closing. They're all quite busy, and it's just good to get it checked off your list. You'll want to contact your utility companies as well. This is not quite as urgent, but I would recommend a few weeks before closing day. So when the big day itself arrives, you need to make sure your home is completely empty of all your belongings, the garbage is all gone, and the home is very clean. Ideally, this should be done no later than the day before, because on the morning of closing, the buyers will come by and do their final inspection to make sure the house is as it should be. When I'm representing buyers, and we do our final walkthrough, we make sure all the heating systems work well, all appliances are working, there's no plumbing issues, no leaks. We make sure that all the remote controls that should be left with the house are there, and that the home is clean, among other things. So you can expect the same when the buyers come to do the final walkthrough of your house. If everyone has done their part, the buyers will let their lawyers know that they're happy with the house, and the lawyers will then complete the transaction. And that's basically it, the steps of selling your house from the initial thought to closing day. I hope you found some use out of this series of video. If you have any questions, I'm always happy to chat, so please reach out to me or just leave a comment right here. Thanks for watching.